What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today, a little bit of a different topic, farming. Alright, today I want to show you guys all of my farming teams. The runes, the runs. I will show you one run of each and just talk about it a little bit, because I made some videos before about Khalderun, I think, or Ellunia or something like that. But I get these questions a lot on stream from newer players, especially about farming. And I thought I would just make one video to show all the teams and to show that actually a lot of these are pretty easy to build as well. And you don't really need that crazy runes to run them. For some of these it's not really a secret, that's just they have been out for a while now, and I just want to go through, you know, to show you that some of my teams are nothing special, you know, just because, you know, I'm playing in like high ranks in PvP doesn't mean I have crazy different teams in PvE as well. But yeah, let's start with Giants. Now this one, I used to run the dot team, but I changed it to this one because of just, I don't know, for fun, I changed it. I know you see Lucifer here. Lucifer is not needed for this. Okay, you could put the water demon, works even better, I think. You can run the dot team, that's what I was running before this. It's perfectly fine. These are the runes, Trikarus. And then the last Trikaru, or Ikaru. And then you have Lucifer, which I use for arena offense. That's the build, and then Lucian is on Swift. I'm using the speed lead because you will see here. You will see here, okay? Lucian goes first. I don't need attack lead to kill there, but you see here, I need a speed lead so my cars could move. If I didn't have speed lead, he would cut me, and yeah, I would not move at all. Yep, and here Lucifer just goes kind of crazy, and that's the team. It's if you don't have Lucifer, again, you can use the water demon. It's perfectly fine. Just make sure that you move in the mid boss stage. You know, you have to kill him before he moves. Where if you don't, he's just gonna freeze you, and then you're losing a lot of time there. It's annoying. You know, that's why there's speed lead. Also, your Lucian has to one-shot the waves. So attack lead is probably gonna help you more with that, and you can speed up your Ikarus to not get cut there by the mid-boss. Next team, Dragons. This is a classic, obviously. Classic. Trikaru, Verd. I will show the runes after the run. It's just the most classic team. I don't run anything special here, as you can see. Just make sure, I guess, Verd moves last. That's the best way you can run it. There's a thing with skins as well, where two of them should have a skin. I'm not exactly sure behind the reasoning. Honestly, I just checked the guide, just like everyone else, and just made the team. You know, I'm not running anything special here. I will show you the runes. So you can see it's nothing special. Again, you guys saw the Ikaru, this is the Verd. Nothing crazy. Just moving last. That's the important part. Yeah. You already saw these. And then we have Necro, where I run her. Now here, again, just vamp. 100 crit rate is optimal. I'm pretty sure I had it. I changed some rune maybe, and now it's not 100. It doesn't matter though. The team is going to work perfectly fine. Again, Lucian goes first to clear the waves. You need enough damage for that. Some people actually run a Vampire Lucian so he doesn't die. I've seen that before, but I don't think it's that important. You kind of want him to die. Not really there, but you want him to die here if possible. So he doesn't get to the main stage, where in the main stage he's just kind of a waste. It's good for him to die though. And then Icarus just go crazy. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then the next one. We have Steel Fortress. Now this is the team that I talked about, that I was running in the Giants team actually. I'm pretty sure this is possible to run in Dragons as well if I'm not mistaken. I feel like I've seen it in Dragons too, but maybe with some modifications. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's just a classic dot team. One is on Vio, one is on Swift, and then Sat is Vio, and then this is just Shield Will, I think. I use one of the Melias on Swift because that way I ensure that I'm taking 2 turns. As you can see, this one is Vio, just random Vio fight, and then this one is on Swift. So I take 2 turns before all of these units. Usually Vio would help you with that, but I swifted just a safer way. Again, as you can see, no skill ups on them. You don't really need skill ups for any of them. Double Will, Shield, and then this guy's fight Vio. Just fully, really just bad runes. You don't need runes for these teams basically, except for the Lucian. That's kinda how these teams are. They're made to be really strong and very low rune requirement, and they work perfectly. Now with this team, it is possible to fail. It is a rare occasion, but if you skill this up, you're gonna have way less chance to fail. But again, super safe, super easy to build. And then we have the Punisher script. This one, Trikaru Verd, works the same as Dragons. I used to run different teams before on this dungeon. Like when these dungeons came out, Punisher and Steel Fortress, people theory crafted a lot of teams that were okay. Some were good, some were bad. And at the end of the day, we just came back to the old teams. And they just ended up being good. So, yeah. You don't need any special team for this. This just works perfectly. You gotta make sure to target the towers first, and then kill the boss. And makes it really easy. 40-ish seconds. It's pretty good. And for Kairos, that's kind of it. I'm gonna show you my Rift team, okay? Bastet, Anivel, Deborah, Chipmeyer, Faye, Crow, Lisa, Douglas, Some of these might not even have runes. Just a heads up. I don't know, because like these teams, I don't change ever pretty much. I just put some random units. I click start. Boom. It's super easy to build solo R5. That's decently fast. Like, I tried building triple fast team, which ended up failing multiple times. You know, you would just run 10 runs, you don't fail, and then you will randomly just get a fail out of nowhere, which really just annoyed me. And then I decided to just slap random units, and just it worked. I never had to change it. Some of the units I did, I think, replace from time to time, but I just didn't want to think about it too much. You want to make sure that most of your stuff is on Will for R5, just because of that first wave where he can put debuffs on you. It's pretty annoying, but yeah, that's kind of just the rule. Try to put most of your stuff on Will, even if it's not gonna be a huge deal, I guess. But as you can see, it's just a pretty easy clear. Just play with your units. Try different random teams. You know, make sure to have cleansers in every single one, I guess. Attack buffers. Try to have branding is very important. That's why I have like Dominic, Douglas. Make use of your leads, and yeah, nothing special for the R5 team. And also, I'm going to show you my Khalderun and Ellunia, because those are the only two dimensional hole dungeons that I farm. This is my Ellunia team. Bernard on crit damage. Yen. It would be better if you put on Vio. It's not hard to rune. You can just make it kind of like this on Vio. It should be fine. Swift is also very acceptable. Now this team, I've seen different variations of this Bernard type of team, where people run Jin, I think, the Wind Jin, and it's really good with Yen and Bernard and one more unit. I'm not really sure. I think I've seen Chasoon in there before, but Bernard is just the king of this dungeon, kinda. You want to make sure that you have consistent defense break for the boss. Recently I added Carcano in it, which made it much safer, I feel like. Because Carcano gets into second skill, and he can't really be killed at that point. The boss is water. If he punches you, he's usually just gonna glance you. As you're gonna see here, he glances you, and then you punch him in the face. Now, if there was a defense break, he would be already dead. But that's why Carcano is really good, or Carbine, the Wind Carcano. That's why he's pretty good in this dungeon. And yeah, it's a pretty decent speed-ish kind of comp. Works pretty well. About a minute. It's good. And then the dungeon I've been farming the most, probably, in Dimensional Hole. Verd, Shaman, Joltan, and again Bernard. Bernard is really good in these dungeons. Just really, really strong here. Now, the reason why there's a Shaman, the damage, right? He's the best possible single target damager to fight a dark unit, right? Because the boss is dark. Kind of the same way I'm using Carbine for the water dungeon. Here, the boss is dark. You're going to do tons of damage. You see that? Skill 1, half HP. It's pretty ridiculous. And then Jultan, another super powerful unit for this kind of a dungeon as the main defense breaker, because he has a very consistent defense break. If you put him on triple revenge, he will always defense break as well. You know, on the revenge, it's very important to get as consistent defense breaks as possible. That is the main point of this dungeon. If you don't land defense break, you might get killed before you finish the stage. You don't want that to happen. And that's the clear. Pretty clean. Again, about a minute for both Ellunia and Khalderun. And that's kind of it, my farming teams. I'm not gonna show you these because these are super easy. I can show you like what I'm running. But these are completely random. You can put so many things into these teams and get SSS. Because the score, this is just overkill score. I've seen Say do some top rank video recently as well for the rifts. It's pretty cool to be able to reach 40 mil, you know, but it kind of, you know, it's not really needed for you to get the rewards that you want from these dungeons. So yeah, there's a bunch of teams that you can run to reach the score that you need for the max SSS. Yeah, that's kind of it. I just want to show you guys my teams, and maybe if someone still is building the farming teams, you can get some ideas from this. Again, you don't need anything crazy, especially for dragons, for Steel Fortress, the Punisher as well. Pretty much the same teams. Giants, this team, like the only problem that you might have is just Lucian not doing enough damage. But again, attack lead, speed these up a little bit. Shouldn't be a huge problem. Necro, it's the same thing. You just kind of gotta get your Lucian to that point where he does enough damage to kill waves. Even if you don't, I mean, you're just gonna get a slower run. It's not really gonna affect your run that much. I feel like for people who are just trying to build giants, it's probably better to run the dot team. It's easier, you know, and you don't have to build two teams. But I guess if you're building a team for dragons anyways, you're gonna have a Icarus for this as well. So you just gotta pick what works best for you. And that's kind of it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it gave you some insight to how the rune quality needs to be, or, you know, for these teams. You can see a lot of these are just full random, especially this one. Just full random units. But yeah, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. As always, peace out.